Hey everyone, I'm April Davis with April Davis Creations. Welcome to card number 2 of my Heirloom Arrangements Alternatives. So card number 2, let me share this with you. It's going to look like this. Again, I am just so in love with the butterflies. So let me put this off to the side and let me show you what we're going to be utilizing for this particular kit. So we've got the pecan pie. This time it's cut 11 by 4 1/4. We're going to score it at 5 1/2. So let me go ahead and just get this folded over now and get it set aside. Then we're going to take one of the card bases that come in the kit and we are going to cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. Additionally, and I'll do that in just a second, but I want to show you the other pieces really quickly that we're going to be utilizing for this card, so you can go and find them. Now remember, if you have been creating cards and you don't have these exact pieces left over, that's okay. Find something that's similar. The fun part about creating alternative cards is being able to take what you have and put them together to create just these amazing cards. So let me move these out of the way, and I'm going to bring my trimmer back in. And we are going to, since I'm doing a portrait card, I'm going to use this half because this looks more portrait to me. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off for now. Remember to save these pieces. These pieces can be utilized then for other cards that you're creating. So I'm going to do 4. So let me line this up. By 5 1/4. Let's see, let's go this end. Okay, so we've got this. And I'm going to go ahead and get it adhered to my cardstock. This is just a quick tip for you guys. I was looking at the edges of my cardstock, and when I cut this, my blade must have been dull, and I've probably changed it since. But what I wanted to share with you is when I have rough edges on the sides of my card, I have a nail file, just a cheap nail file, and I keep it in my tool kit, and I can go ahead and I can file off those rough edges. So this wasn't planned part of the demonstration, but I thought, well, since I have this issue, I would go ahead and share with you how you can go ahead and fix that, and then that evens it up and you're ready to continue creating your card. So let's go ahead and get this piece adhered. Go ahead and get it centered on your card base. Okay, so we've got that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 pieces and I'm going to adhere them together. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue just on this edge of my piece. So now what I can do is I can layer it on my banner piece. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. And now what I can do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to add dimensionals to it, and I'm going to pop this up on my card front. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals and my tweezers, and we're going to go ahead and get this adhered. One here, and I'm going to stick one in the center just because I don't like that middle sag, if you will. So we've got those. Let's get this off. A lot of times I use my take your pick to take the backings off. It just goes faster, keeps them all together. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. And then we'll bring this piece in, and I am going to place it to the right, or excuse me, the left of my card. So I think that's good placing. I'm not pressing down so that I can make sure that I get it even. But we've got that set up. And now I've got this piece of ephemera that I'm going to use. And I need to tuck this ephemera in. Let me see how I want to place it. I was tucking it in, but I can actually put it on the top because I'm going to put my sentiment right about here. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to adhere my ephemera just down here to the bottom, and then I will do a little bit more adherence once I figure out where the rest of my pieces are going to go. So I have this on the bottom. It's going to kind of fall off the edges right here, but we've got that adhered. And then I'm going to take my butterfly that I have right here, and we're going to put the butterfly right about there. I love, love, love the butterflies in this kit. Love them. All right, so let's go ahead and do one on each side. Get these backings off. We'll go ahead and get our butterfly placed. And the butterfly will actually help to hold down this vellum piece as well. I just don't put a lot of adhesive on the vellum because I don't want it showing through. This actually looks like it's popping up a little bit, but I think it's going to be fine. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do our sentiment. And what I decided to do that would make it fun is I'm going to utilize this stamp that has the texture on it. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my pecan pie ink. You can use your little ink spot if you choose. And I've got a little piece of scrap paper here. I'm going to bring this in just so that I'm going to be stamping off, and I'm just going to very lightly put the design down here on my piece. Okay, leave this out. I'm going to bring in a sentiment. I feel lucky to have you. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that one up, and I'm going to stamp that. I'm double checking my ink. Stamp that right in the center. Okay, I feel lucky to have you. Now, one of the things that I think I'm going to do is I feel like my my textured stamp is competing with my sentiment. So I'm just going to pop this over. We're going to do this again, but this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp off, then I'm going to go ahead and stamp. It's much lighter. And then I can take my sentiment, go ahead and stamp it up. I'm going to turn this around like that. Stamp it up. And now I feel like it's not competing as much. If I turn it over, you can see they were both the same. It's pretty, but I feel like it's competing. Here, I feel lucky to have you is a little bit more vibrant, if you will. All right, so let's put this off to the side and let's finish building our card. So we're gonna put this up right about here. So it's going to be overlapping the part that I've popped up, and then it's going to be hanging over. So I'm going to make sure that I get a dimensional put right here. And then what I can do is I can put glue on the other side. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this side. And I'm going to go ahead and get this adhered. And I'm purposely putting it over the bottom of my vellum plant to kind of help to hold that down. Okay, so for all practical purposes, my card is done, but I really want to step it up a little bit more. You can choose to keep your card just like this, or maybe you want to do the same thing that I'm doing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Wink of Stella. I love, love, love my Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to glitz up my butterfly. So I'm going to very lightly put the Wink of Stella on my butterfly. So now my butterfly is going to have some sparkle. Let me see if I can get it in the right light for you guys to be able to see it. Maybe here. But I've got sparkle there. And then again, I went into my stash of embellishments. No rhyme or reason, but I thought that these embellishments, this is part of the Earth Tone Shimmer Gems. I don't even know if they're available yet. I should have checked. But I thought that they were a good color to match with my roses here. So I'm going to go ahead and take those, and I'm going to get them placed maybe one right here and one right here, and then I'm gonna take one up here, like so. Okay, and now we have card number 2 completed. Now, one of the things that I didn't do on the last card that I wanted to do on this card is I had actually cut out one of these to go on the inside, which you can do the same thing. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not going to take it any further than that on this card, but you could use the stamps to stamp a little design on the inside. You can stamp your sentiment. A lot of times I'll leave my cards blank and not put a sentiment on the inside because then I have plenty of room to write a note. And the kit also comes with these fun envelopes that go with the cards. So how fun is that?